show respect, you get respect. You disrespect, you get disrespect.
It's just all hard. Grit, grind.
Hey, kid, I gotta make it, kid. This out the mud, man.
What's up? This is Zach Randolph. I'm here with my boy, first team, Tony Allen. We're here to bring you some new shit coming out the mud. We're here with it, and we're here for you. Let's do this. What's up, bro?
You know how it go, man. We here, man. Been a long time, man. We've been talking about it. We here, man. Now we get some news they could use, man, you know?
Man, for real, man. Just like you said, giving the world some news, just coming from some real stories, just coming from our different perspective of things that happen, from our careers and the things that went on, in my 17-year career in the NBA, and just a journey to where we at and where we came from. And man, we here, man.
Most definitely, man. Our upbringing definitely wasn't no joke. I know for sure with me, man, coming up in the city of Chicago, just so much to get into, you know what I'm saying, routes taken. A lot of our partners, chose those other routes. And we was blessed and fortunate enough to use the gift of God of basketball, just to come and help us along the way. I think that itself, to even overcome all that and be here today, speaks a lot in value. You know what I mean?
Man, for sure. Like you said, coming from Chicago, man, I come from a small town in Indiana, man, probably 50 minutes north of Indianapolis, man, called Marion, Marion, Indiana, a real small town. Not a lot of opportunities for kids, not a lot of opportunities. I think, come from poverty and just, like you said, being here where we at can tell our story and things that went on in our life. And not only that, just bring a lot to this, bring in entertainers, bring in other athletes that have been through things we done been through, come from out the mud to where we at now. Out the mud, it helped the flowers grow. You get your flowers. It started in the mud, so it turns into flowers. So, man, we here to give you your flowers, like, you know what I mean, and show love, and man, we on.
Most definitely. I'm enjoying the fact that we done came together, man. We done been through so much, man. Our careers itself, man. Having a platform to change the narrative, you know what I mean? To give our side of this. And that's what it's really all about, man.
Man, for sure. Like you said, we here, man. And not only that, man, just get this thing started. And, being rough around the edges and having a different perspective on things. And, doing this for a lot of people that's like us. A lot of people that can relate to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too with this, man. And just, giving the story. Like, it was a story out there with Ruben Patterson, you know what I'm saying? That story about, about me and him, which, we cool to this day, but I got a platform now where we can tell the real story, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And get some of the guys up here like Rashid and, guys that's in there that can laugh about it and, hee hee ha ha. So, man, it's a good thing.
Yeah. One of the biggest things I always looked at, man, was misconstrued about myself, man. I was this lockdown defender. Man. I ain't want to come into the league thinking I got to lock somebody up. I had visions of coming into the league, being an all-star, the go-to guy, you know what I mean? I was a scorer in college. I was player of the year.
Yeah, but that's what people don't understand. You was a scorer. You can get buckets. You got real buckets.
You get what I'm saying?
Folks don't understand it, man. Tony Allen was a scorer and got buckets, man.
And so now that I look at everybody saying, hey, man, you one of the greatest defenders that probably play the game, man. You up there with the top elite defenders. And I'm saying to myself, like, yo, that was a choice through injury. And I don't know if you remember, man, I think my second year in the league, man, playing against Stack Jack, looking up to Stack Jack coming into the league. I was having a good game, probably hit about 19 points going into the fourth quarter, about to go to the free throw line, whistle blow. I take it to the rim, fell on the wrong leg, man. Talking about tore my ACL. And from there, it was a mode of survival, bro. It was one of them situations where it was like, all right, now how you gonna reinvent yourself? And when I came back, I ain't gonna lie, man, my boy P told me, man, hey, you gonna have to change your game, bro. You ain't finna have that 40-inch vertical you used to be showing out in practice with. you're gonna have to find ways to get out here and get on the court. And one of the ways I could fit out here and get on the court was, I said, you know what, bro? I'm gonna outwork every motherfucker around me. You feel
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
you did.
I'm talking about first motherfucker in the gym, last motherfucker of the league, coming back at night, weight room action. I don't want to do 3 sets. Give me 4 sets. You know what I'm saying? Just powering myself to the mode where, all right, now I gotta do other things on the court. I'm out rebound you. I'm gonna go get more steals. I'm gonna take charges. I'm gonna play the passing lane. And this the part of the job everybody ain't signing up to do. So, you know, for me, man, playing defense was a mode of survival to really take care of my family, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Man, but like you said, you was a real scorer, what people don't understand. And for me, you helped me so much on my defensive. Man, you got me thinking I'm damn near first team. How you got me hopping out on screens.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? But from watching you, how you handled, you know, how you prepared yourself, the game, you know, the pregame to the end of the game, whatever you did, you know, I watched that and I always respected that. I'm giving you your flowers because I learned a lot from that, seeing how you did your pregame, how you studied your opponents. You know, people don't understand. You had books. You went home and you studied the playbook. You knew every player deficiencies or what they gonna do. Hey Zebo, man, KG gonna do this. You telling me about my position. So a nigga really like appreciate that, man, and shit, man. I learned a lot from that too on the defensive end. And just like what you saying about me, like for me coming into the league, you know, I got known, they call me the black hole.
Yeah.
You know what
Meaning what? You ain't gonna pass it back
man,
out.
like, man, you throw that motherfucker Zebo, you're not getting it out. That's the black hole. But I'm like,
so tell me, bro, the infamous 4-5 points used to give me a game I played in Memphis. You wasn't doing that when you first come to the league.
nah,
That little pass in the post cut, that wasn't going on.
I'll get that motherfucker out.
Get it out. Damn.
Them folk call me the black hole, man. I said, damn.
What was that? That mindset came from what? Like just you just knowing you just a score in the post?
Just a score. Just being knowing, just dominant.
Dumb.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, like Shaq said, you gotta be dominant. Like, I felt like I was dominant. Like, they had to double team me. So as I got, you know, more experience in the league going on, you know, I got Damon Stoudemire, he my point guard.
Right.
Scottie Pippen, I'm learning. You know what I mean? I'm still going to get mines though, because you can't stop me. You send a double team. So I'm learning to play out the double team, you know, as I got more experience in the league. But just learning that shit, man, and learning how to come out of that black hole and learn from players like Damon and guards and Rasheed, seeing how they play, got me out of that. And then getting to Memphis with you guys, and when you came and being with Mark and Mike, that defensive attitude and that mindset, I got it. You know what I mean? And, you know, that shit was big, man. That shit turned a lot to you, bro. For real.
Appreciate it. One thing I used to always notice with you though, it was like you never got too hyped. You never was too low. You always stayed even keeled, man. That was I never like. How did you manage to just keep that? Like, because with me, certain games, I'm trying to listen to the hypest music. I'm trying to go in there and get strengthening, conditioning in right before the game. It was like you came in even keel. You got your tickets together. You know, spoke to your family, and then like right at the game, it's like you just knew how to take control. Where that come from?
Man, I think just having that, like you said, since high school, just always having that confidence. You know, confidence was the key. And man, people always tell you, I was a youngster, shorty in the neighborhood. I'm at the park. You said, we played on outside. We ain't play. I'm telling my kids, I played on outside parks. We ain't have inside gyms. But my point saying, bro, I be in the hood. I'm telling my older stepbrothers now, hey, I'm going to the league. They looking at me like, you know what I mean? But I'm telling them with confidence, like, yeah, they gotta respect it. The older homies, they gotta respect it because they like, damn, y'all niggas like, he going to league. And that was always my mindset, but not saying that I had having that confidence, been in high school, just being dominated, going to Michigan State, dominating.
Right.
You know, coming into the league, I had that mindset of dominate. So when I got my chance, I was ready. And I had a list when I was in Portland, because then, the power forwards in the West, KG,
Right.
night in, night
Oh,
out.
it was stacked. It was stacked.
Duncan,
She,
Boozer, Dirk,
oh yeah, for sure.
Chris Webber. Night in, night out, bro, in that West. It's the Wild, Wild West.
Yeah.
So, back then, that's the we coming in, that's how the old NBA, how we played. That's when they running everything through the power forward. So I got my hands cut
Inside
out. Night in, night
basketball,
out.
for sure.
So I'm playing against all-stars every night, so I got to strap up.
But did you ever get a chance to play with J.O.?
Nope.
Or he was gone for you?
No. I wish I would have got to play with J.O. Year I came, he got traded. I think he went to the Pacers.
Went to the Pacers, okay.
J.O. my man. Shout out to J.O.
Yeah. That Blazers team was interesting, man.
Blazers, some time in Portland, man. Just learning from them guys, man. They call us the Jail Blazers and shit. But I learned so much, man. Them guys, my brother, I talk to Damon all the time. He down there coaching Georgia Tech, him and Bunzy, just learning so much from them guys and, paving the way. And I like to give homage, bro, because, they paved the way for us. You know what I mean? Like you say, guys like Paul Pierce and Ticket and guys that you came in the league with. I came in and my vets, Damon, Scotty, like Arvita Sabonis, they paved the way. Sean Kemp, they paved the way. Sean Kemp, Indiana guy, paved the way for this shit, man. So just paying homage too, you know what I mean? And that's what it's about.
That's what the Out the Mud podcast is about, man. Giving flowers when they need to be given, man. Because a lot of the time, man, coming out the mud, man, is basically changing your situation, man. Making nothing into something. And that's what it's all about, man. For sure.
Man, everybody got a story, you know what I mean? And if you're looking at my story, you're looking at TA's story, we don't supposed to be where we are right now. And it's a blessing, you know what I mean? Having your name in an NBA jersey, you know what I mean? Bro, you about to put your name in the Raptors, bro. That's my name, my jersey in the Raptors, bro. We coming from poverty,
Big
bro.
respect.
You from the south side of Chicago. I'm from Marion, Indiana, man. Small town with nothing. So it's like doing that, seeing that, bro, coming out the mud, going into an NBA arena, seeing that, bro, that shit is like, man, wow,
you just put that in perspective, man.
Come
It's
on,
like,
bro. That shit big.
It's like,
you
man,
know?
you're right. Basically, almost not really, it not being promised that we make it.
Yeah.
I'm coming outside of my neighborhood. I'm seeing the older homies get shot. You feel me? Like really at the age of 8, 9 years old, seeing bullets flying and seeing my partners go to jail. And these my good friends that's in my environment. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing for me to choose those routes because it's right there. It's right at my doorstep. And just the fact that, God blessed me with the talents that he blessed me with, man, and just to take full advantage of it, man, and see it all the way through. You're right, man. That is a blessing, man, to have that jersey in the Raptors, man. And not too many of the guys that have played the game can say they got their name in the Raptors. You know what I mean?
And not only that, you a champion, bro, already. You know what I mean? And things about it, we never won no championship with the Grizzlies, but it's like we won a championship because we won it with our heart, with the culture, and we still there. We work for the team. We still giving back to the community. We still, it's grit and grind. We paid away, and them guys is taking on our identity well, and how they representing the new Grizzlies with John Moranis and Jaren and Bain. So them guys is all stars, and Ja one of the best players in the league. So just seeing that shit, man, and seeing names in the Raptors, man, that's a blessing, bro. And we thankful, you know what I mean? For real.
No, most definitely. Well, I think more about like how we met. I want to say, before we get into how we met, I want to say I knew more about Zebo before he knew about me, on the simple strength that you was Mickey D. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one thing I always notice, I say, man, dude, one of the guys, man.
Yeah.
I say he one of the guys. But my partner, they the guys. So it's like, I'm like, they be like, man, you be seeing Zebo? You see Zebo? You feel what I'm saying? And I'll be like, yeah, I see Zebo. They like, man, he one of the guys. So I would hear that beforehand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you was with the Knicks, obviously, everybody knew about the infamous MTV crib thing you did. You had the honorable, the most honorable
man,
on that.
Free man.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the realest, man. And so just to even bump into you, because when we met, we ran into each other at that Portland nightclub. Little gentleman's club. A little gentleman's club, man. We were hanging out, man. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of surprised me though, because I thought, I was being low. I dug off from the team. Like, let me go on here and go to this gentleman club. And sure enough, I see Macbo coming there with that big old red pelly, man, with the fur on that thing. Man, I say, man, this got to be Zebo. Zebo coming to that joint. Man. We chop it up, man. I say, man, Joe. So it was an honor to meet you, because that when we had really established, like, okay, we both the guys, but we just on different sides of the fence. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I thought it was always just came full circle when we linked back up in Memphis. You see what I'm saying? But I knew how real you was. I knew how solid you was. And for sure, my neighborhood had already knew who you was off the move anyway. So, and just to get there and see how solid and how big your heart was for the community, man, and just always a solid individual, man. You know what I'm saying? No smut on your name, man. No stand-up real one, man. It always, it made sense, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you remember, before I came, it was a little discrepancy with the general manager. Shout out Chris Wallace too, man.
Shout out C-Dub,
man. Chris Wallace, man. I don't know if you know, he come to me, he say, hey, TA, man. He say, I love to have you, man. I love everything you did out here in the finals, man. He say, but I have my research team on you, and is it gonna be a problem to play with Zach Randolph since you guys are two different disciples? I said, what? Mind you, he got a $9.7 million deal on the table, and he asked me that. I'm talking about, Bo, this honest God truth. Bro, it blew me. I said, what? And that's when I knew. I'm like, man, hold on. These folks really be having folks do they real life homework. And I say, man, hold on, man. Time out. Mind you, it's like late August. So this round of time where, the money drying up. So I gotta sign. And I ain't finna let that be, it's one love. You feel? Man, so it ain't really
all one.
You know what I'm saying? So I say, man, Chris Wallace, man, give me that pen, man. I'm signing, man. And then that's when we met again. At rest in peace, Lorenzo Wright.
At Rand funeral.
Met at the funeral. Chopped it up.
Rand, man.
First thing you said was, we're gonna make some noise this year. And when you said that, Bo, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I was like, damn, man, Bo serious about this. And from that day forward, man, I ain't gonna lie, I went straight back to the lab in the gym. I'm doing 4 sets of squats, 1,000 sit-ups. You hear me? I'm talking about I went and worked on my body, man, so I get ready for that year, man. Now, I don't know how it was from your perspective, but that's how I saw it in my eyes.
For me, I've been knowing about you. I knew about you in OKC and from the guys.
Oh, yeah.
They already, you supposed to be one of the guys. So let's put that out there. You supposed to really be one of the guys.
Man,
but it's all love, though. It's all one. So, so watching you at OKC, I've been hearing about you, man. And I knew, like you said, man, I knew you was a real one. I knew you had the same type of values that, that you a hard worker. It wasn't nothing given to you, this shit, there wasn't no silver spoon. You see what I'm saying? And you come from, you fail, you got back up. You like me, you resilient. Mm-hmm. You done been knocked down before. So that right there, like, okay, this a guy right here that I can go in the alley with, and we're gonna go down fighting together. So I knew you was that type of guy like me and the same value. So when you came to Memphis, I was like, damn, it's cool. Come on, I got a dog with me. So, man, just knowing how you are and the type of family man you are and how you value your family, and you'll give your shirt off, you'll give your shirt off your back, to somebody. So, it was all one.
Like I say, man, ain't nobody perfect, man. Yeah. Sometimes, man, one thing you gonna do, man, you gonna fall, but the getting back up hard and making something happen has always been in our DNA. You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, just real shit, like getting through the NBA, like how we did it, like we did it our way. But guess what? We did it our way. People look at us, oh, they thugs or might be this. Then they got misconstrued, but you had a longevity in the league because the way you were raised, your value, your cores, the way I was raised. I'm come from a single parent home. My mother was on welfare, you know, like, but she taught me respect, so that's how I got through the league doing it my way because you show respect, you get respect. You disrespect, you get disrespected. We gonna treat the poorest person with respect, just like we treat the richest person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, no, ma'am. That's how we was raised. So
Humble
that's how I was
beginnings.
raised. Yeah.
Real
So
humble beginning.
that's how I kept them values, being respectful. And people tell you, you know what I mean? Man, Zebo, nice guy, respectful. I'm gonna show you respect, but if you disrespect now,
Yeah, definitely.
it ain't, it's gonna be another side to that. You feel me?
Definitely
So,
a belt to that.
On that type of note, but yeah.
Well, a lot of people in my city, man, they think I'm from the west side of Chicago. I don't know why they think that, man. But I played a lot. I played in a lot of tournaments on the west side of Chicago. I went to school on the west side of Chicago, but my mother, she lived 95th and Princeton Park in Lowton Home Projects, Chicago Housing Authority. Man, I'm talking about you name it, drug dealing outside. They selling heroin on the side of the corner. They shooting dice on this side. You got the rivals coming through shooting at the neighborhood, man. It's just so much. And my mother, she called herself telling me, like, no, we got to get out of this.
Yeah.
But you're not finna be a product of the environment. Although I was already in tune to what was going on. So it was more so like my mother moving and she moved to the west side. So when she moved to the west side, I always live by the coach. I am what I am. What I ain't, I'll never be. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what she put me at was predominantly like Vice Lord neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them guys, they looked at me like, hey, man, what you gonna do, man? And I always stood strong, man. I had to let them brothers know, man, I play basketball, man. My mama getting me out of this situation, man. And them guys got to see him, man, like, man, this dude could play basketball. Before you know it, man, everybody in the city wanted me to play on their tournament, play on their team. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why everybody got to thinking like, he from the west side. He from the west side. They'll see me with some of the big time, and they like, oh, okay, he from the west side. But no, man, I grew up on the south side, man.
South side.
248 West 95th Street, man. Lowton Home, stand up, man.
Hey, man, say it again for him, bro.
248 West 95th Street, man. Stand up, man.
Hey, you did.
For real.
Nah, but that's real, though, like you said, bro. Like for me, man, coming up where I'm from, man, that's a small town, man. I was, man, one of the poorest families in the town, man. You could go ask whoever, they'll tell you, man, Zebo and them family, they wasn't having, real poor. So, man, my freshman year, man, I really could have, like you, I could have went either way. I was selling dope my freshman year in college. My freshman year in high school because we were so poor and, kids is ruthless. They come, my homies, they high waters and hee ha ha and green jeans and red jeans. Man, they on my ass every day. So, we got, I got 2 jeans, bro. So I'm trying to hustle and everything. And man, I one situation where I stopped selling dope, man. I was a freshman, bro. I was in a dope house on 12th and Boots. And my man, rest in peace, named Frank. It was Frank House. And bro, everybody in there, motherfuckers hitting licks and selling packs. Man, I'm sitting down. I stand up, bro. It's about 10 people in the house. Junkies and shit. I stand up, bro. I feel like a giant. Bro, I look over everybody's head. I'm so tall. I'm a freshman. I'm 15, 16, bro. I'm so tall, bro. I stand up. I see over everybody. I look over everybody. Man, something click in my head. I said, man, bro, the task force come, bro. I'm gonna be the first motherfucker they see. I said, this is not for me, man. Right. I went home, man, with my little 100. sold a little dope, went home, and that was the last time I ever picked up some drugs. But just telling that story is, I could have been you. I mean, you wouldn't know who a Zebo or Zach Randolph or nobody was Grizzly, none of that, because the things I was doing in my environment where I come from, everybody was doing so and not having. So just giving that story. And that was last time, bro. And I just started focusing on basketball. It's like I grew a couple more inches that my freshman year playing. Coach Mo Smelly, shout out to Coach, my high school coach. He cuffed me. You feel me? Put me under his arms and shit, and man, took me and locked in, bro, and boom.
That's interesting, dog.
Yeah,
That's
real shit.
interesting, man. Because you gotta realize, man, when we was coming up, man, you right, like what you said about the joning, man, that's part of the reason why I dropped out. Cause I'm like, damn, I'm gonna end up going to
Julian. Ruthless.
I'm gonna go to Julian, and this motherfucker look like a fashion show. These motherfuckers here, fresh Air Force Ones, they Levi's creased, they got on nice white tees, man. They switching it up every day, man. Here it is. I gotta wear the same jeans that I wore Monday, Tuesday.
Man, straight up.
And then the last Thursday and Friday of the next week. But I'm switching up 4 pair of jeans, with 3 pair of jeans.
Come on, man.
I'm just switching up the shirts. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get to the point, man, where you kind of get discouraged. And I think a lot of guys like us that come from them, them poverty neighborhoods, that be the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just, playing the cards you dealt, you know what I'm saying? And you could easily get drowned in that field, man. And like I say, man, a lot of my homies, man, I'm talking about whether either they didn't caught pistol cases, drug cases, you know what I'm saying, and went to jail for it. We got juvenile detention centers for these type of individuals, man. I'm talking about they done did the maximum time they can do into that, and then it be a steady process. And those are the guys that I know now that done changed their lives, man. And they got stories to tell too, man. So it's like, man, when we speak about this out the mud, man, we come from those environments to where it could have easily been us. You know what I'm saying? Had we not realized, like, damn, we got a talent out here, man. This shit we indulging in, it ain't for us. Like you say, we always been the tallest. You get what I'm saying?
Been the biggest,
standing
taller,
out. You kept, man, I'm big as hell trying to run from the police, man.
That's such a stud. It's Tony Allen.
Man, we'll catch him when his big ass come back. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I would say, man, growing up, man, I'm talking about even from a youngster, man, all the old heads in my neighborhood, man, they used to always tell me, boy, you gonna be a pro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They were telling me that when I was like in 2nd, 3rd grade. Get away from here, man. They trying to push me away from the dice game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
I ain't out.
Well, man, but I knew how to cut craps when I was 2nd grade, bro.
Man,
that type of environment I grew up in.
Man, you slick as hell. This man slick as hell. Man, Chicago city slicker. I promise you, man, we had plenty gambling nights, man. You gotta watch him. Gotta keep one eye on him. Keep one eye on him.
That one thing about gambling with you though, Bo. You ain't gonna let no motherfucker leave, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gambling with you, bro. You like, hold on, bro. What I lost? Man, 20,000.
Give me a jug.
Give me a jug, man. Go on, give me bro. It go 5, 10 grand, bro. Go on, get away from me.
Come on.
All right, shoot back. Damn. I'm talking about,
give me a chance, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of my best dice games in the world, bro, was probably with me, you, and Ed Davis. Remember Ed Davis?
Man, yeah.
We used to lock in with me, you, and Ed Davis.
OJ.
OJ, yeah.
OJ slick passing.
Man. I say, man, there was some good old gambles there, boy. But one thing, Bo ain't letting you leave up out that room, Jake.
We had some good times, man. Good times, for sure. Man, we coming with NBA friends, people who've been down with us for a long time, entertainers, real people coming in, telling their stories, giving out flowers.
Out the mud, man. Subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on all social platforms, man. Salute. Out the mud.